guys, it's Victoria, and yes, I am in my car today because I'm about to talk about DoorDash.
Yep. How about that? Yup.
So the audience are a bunch of hoes.
Yep. So most people do this in their car, and call me a follower, but I'm doing mine in my car too. Alright, what's it like working for DoorDash? Why did I decide to do DoorDash? All these different questions. Why did I do DoorDash? Let's say A, I needed money. B, I wanted flexibility. C, I like driving? Question mark.
Yeah, that's why I don't join.
That's why I joined DoorDash. So how long have I been driving? It'll be day 3 today. I'm going to now explain the process of signing up. So you sign up through a referral link, which I will link down below for you guys. Love ya. Then it's gonna ask you to schedule your orientation. Once you're waiting for your orientation date, it'll do all of the footwork. So by the time you get to orientation, your background check should be cleared, your driving record and all that stuff should be cleared. When you get there is when all the magic happens, basically. You're at your orientation, you meet the person there, you may be like the only one, or there might be like 1 or 2 other people in the room with you while you're doing your personalized orientation, but you read a PowerPoint, have fun. You get a red card that looks like this. I'm not gonna show y'all everything, but yeah, it looks like this pretty much. A little plastic debit card. Yes, it's a MasterCard. And then what else we got here? After that, you're pretty much on your own. You go Dash. You have the option, I mean, you can buy the shirt, you can buy the bag, you can buy like a little pocket warmer thing for the food, but it's not necessary. Well, I will take that back. The hot bag you might want to get, but the t-shirt, you ain't gotta buy that. Speaking of shirts, let me make sure I'm not flashing anybody. On to the fun stuff. Dashing through the snow in a 1-horse open sleigh. How, when, and where, basically those questions. How you do it. You schedule in the app, there's a calendar that you can schedule out your dashes. You can even schedule them out to 6 days, you know, out. I don't know about flexibility, but y'all, that don't sound like flexibility to me. If you're if you're scheduling yourself 6 days out, I want to be able to dash when I want to, like turn on the app and boom, I can just go. That's the only downside with DoorDash. You can't do that. Okay, there's a little exception to that. You can't do that. Sometimes you can dash without being pre-scheduled. Just depends on the area. So say like your area that's closest to you may be full, and by the way, full is grayed out. So on the map, in the app, you'll be able to see what areas are available and which areas are full, or people that have already been pre-assigned to those areas and they're not taking any more dashers at the time. Downtown area, which is always popping, at least mine is in my city, so there's always availability downtown to go dash because they always need people, especially like around lunchtime and dinner time. Another thing, if you're out of range, you cannot dash. So what that means is if you're scheduled to dash, let's just say the downtown area in your city, and you're not there on time and you try to open the app to like get requests, it will not let you dash. So they won't send you any requests because you're considered out of the block area. Even though I was driving to the area, I had to actually be there. So now let's talk about actually using the app. The app, it does show you different hotspots in your area. So if you're dashing in, like, let's just say you're in Jamestown, if you're dashing around Jamestown, it'll tell you the different spots in Jamestown that are like your hot spots where you'll get more requests if you're in that area or your town. If that makes any sense. I hope that made sense. So I already talked about gray area means full, pink means it's available. So if it's pink, it's open, like you can just hop on there and just be like, yeah, I'm just gonna dash downtown. Ratings, which is also in the app, there's a button that you can press and it tells you your customer ratings. Mine is a 4.5 out of 5 stars, so I'm doing pretty good right now, if I do say so myself. Customer service skills on point. I have a 90% acceptance rate. Okay, so this is really important, guys. I want to talk to you about acceptance rates. You have to accept, I think it's like 65 or 70% of what they offer you, or your score will go like significantly down and you could get kicked off the app if you're denying too many different jobs. So you want to accept as many jobs as possible. You don't want to just click hitting, oh, that's only $6, deny. That's $5.99 or $5.45, deny. I'm not dashing for that. You might want to, because you could get kicked off the app if you don't. And then there's also, it shows you completion rate. My completion rating is a 94%. There was this one time that this lady put in an order, like, I think she did it like 5 minutes before the store closed, and they did not make her order. So she was kind of out of luck, because when I got to the restaurant, they were like, we didn't make that. And I was like, what do you mean you didn't make it? They were like, we're closed. We didn't make that. Oh, so now I have to go back and tell this lady that her order's been canceled. Great. So it tells you how many deliveries you've done to date. So like the lifetime delivery, which is basically every single delivery you've ever done on the app. Earnings is like on the, when you look in the app, bottom right hand corner is your earnings and your hours. So it'll tell you, so for Tuesday you worked such and such hours and this is how much you made. For Wednesday you worked such and such hours, and then it'll have a running total. Your big amount for the week will be the first number you see. It's like the biggest boom pop out at you number. How much you make really depends on your tips, because the base pay is not that high. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. Base pay can be anywhere from $4 to $10, the average, anywhere. That's a big range. Let me slim that down. So let me go tell you my experience in my city. I live in the Indianapolis area. Shout out to my Hoosiers. Whoop, whoop. My average range of how much I get base pay is between $6 and $7, which is not very high. But the tips, if you get tipped, they're not required to tip in the app. So let's talk about tips. You probably won't get a lot of tips because this app just isn't designed for that. Not to say that it's discouraging tips like I've heard Uber Eats does. It's not required at all for them to tip you. So if you get a tip, consider yourself lucky, to be honest. Don't expect it every time. So for 3 days, I know you guys want to know this, how much do you make? How much do you make? Like I said, a running total, I made $327 for 3 days of work. That's not bad, actually. I'm pretty happy with that. That is my comprehensive review on DoorDash. I know people that don't even use this bag, so don't feel like you absolutely have to buy it, but customers do appreciate it when their bag is, when they see this bag and they're like, oh, okay, my food's not gonna be super cold, because they think it's been in this bag. So show the customer that you put it in there, or if you don't, you don't have to. It's not like super necessary for every order. Some orders, like I got sushi one day, I'm not putting sushi in a hot bag. Who does that? Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I love you so much. Those that have been with me, subscribe to my channel, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to reach a goal this year, 2018, coming for you. Yeah, loves, that's all I got for you. Catch you in my next one. Bye.